Welcome to day 9 of how to activate your own your own inner hero, which sounds like I've made a new word for hina. Okay, so have you been doing this sequence? That's really, really important. Yesterday we were on the chariot and I finally got 2 things that were a little bit unruly tamed. Yes, my eyebrows. They've been a little overplucked, I think, but there we go. So we're moving on to strength today. Yay! Amazing. And I've got a couple of things I want to share with you about this. One, a story about the dentist, and another one, a reading about being really strong. So here we go. I'm going to do the reading first. Promise yourself to be so strong that nothing can disturb your peace of mind, to talk health and happiness and prosperity to every person you meet, to make all of your friends feel like there's something inside of them, to look at the sunny side of everything and make your optimism come true, to think only the best, to work only for the best and to expect only the best. To be as enthusiastic about the success of others as you are your own. To forget the mistakes of the past and press on to the greater achievements of the future. To wear a cheerful countenance at all times and give every living creature you meet a smile. To give so much time to the improvement of yourself that you have none to criticize others. To be too large for worry, too noble for anger, too strong for fear, and too happy to permit the presence of trouble. To think well of yourself, and to proclaim that fact to the world, not in loud words, but great deeds. And to live in faith that the whole world is on your side so long as you are true to the best that is in you. There we go. I think that reading by Christian D. Larson sums up this card far better than I ever could. Although I did have an interesting experience on the strength card once. I have had problems with my teeth since I was 12, and I had impacted canines, which meant this tooth here grew that way inside my head instead of growing down. So that's I like that, impacted canines, because it's like impacted dog, and I am a cat, I am a Leo. Okay, so I had 2 holes drilled in the roof of my mouth, and as if adolescence isn't hard enough anyway, and then springs connected to them up here to pull them down and to the front. This one never really quite made it, which is why I have funky teeth, and I gave up on braces after about 6 years of having them. So I was just done. I was so done, and I tried going to the dentist, but I was never able to really relish it, shall we say. And a few years ago, I hadn't been for 12 years. I'd managed to put it off for 12 years. Oh my God. And my teeth started breaking. Like, I got a filling there, look, where one broke. And I was like, oh God, I really have to go. And I booked an appointment, and it happened to be on the strength day. So I went along, and the dentist looked just like this woman. She had a white coat on, and obviously it wasn't as long as this, and there was no roses in that or her hair, but make that a little tighter and a little shorter, and take the roses off and the infinity floating symbol above the head. And there was my dentist. I was like, oh my God, you are the strength card. Obviously I didn't say that to her. I just thought it. And of course, she sat me down and she did that to my mouth. And as she did that to my mouth, all fear dissipated. And like, I'd had an infection up here for 12 years and everything. So I needed root canal, the whole works. And she referred me on to this other dentist to do that. And I would just jump in the chair and he would do the work, and obviously with an anesthetic, but afterwards he would say to me, I'm going to prescribe you cocodamol or this or that. And I was like, no thanks. And he was like, what? And I was like, I won't need it. And he was like, you will? And I was like, no, I won't need it. And I never needed it. And he used to ring me up at home after I, maybe the next day or so, and be like, are you in pain? And I would be like, no, not in pain. And he would be like, and I don't think he was ringing up because it was extra, going the extra mile of a dentist. I don't think it was anything to do with that. I think it was his scientific brain literally couldn't work out why I wouldn't be in pain. It was just like, no, you will be in pain. And I was just like, no, I won't. And I wasn't. So there you go. That's my little story on strength. So this is a good demonstration of what we're doing here and how it brings out things like our inner hero in our lives. So put strength on the phone or take it with you, place it wherever you're going to see it. Choose a card that resonates with you, because the picture does tend to play out, the actual literal picture, as I've just actually managed to describe to you in my little story. And remember to ask yourself the questions of who, what, where, how, when, why. Is strength playing out in my life? So look for it. Use tarot glasses. See everything as if you're looking through tarot glasses. Okay, so strength on your phone would serve as a reminder to look through your tarot glasses for strength today. And write your day out. Don't get into the trap of thinking that you need to have seen things to write them out. That's not the point. The point is, through writing things out, you will see 100, 1,000 more connections than if you don't. Share it below if you need some help or you just want to share it. And if you want to do this in the group, because I do take people through these journeys regularly, then there's the link for you to come through and do that. Okay, bye for now. Oh, do I have to do this introduction thing again? I was supposed to do that at the beginning, right? I'm Tiffany and I take people through these journeys. I've been working with the tarot since I was 4 and I've learned how to live them rather than read them, which means your life changes from anxiety, obsession, control and addiction and trying to work out the world around you, which is a form of theoretical lunacy, to a place where you actually get to know thyself, which is the most important thing you can do in your whole entire life, because then you make the decisions that are right for you. And that's what we're doing with this journey in your inner hero. And so if this sounds cool to you, you can jump on board. The link is just below. Take care. Bye for now.